Greetings. It's me again. I'm going to explain something to you. Again. Slowly and softly. You don't need to understand what I'm saying. The words are not a test. But listen anyway. It's quite interesting. Just let my voice be a soft blanket. Somewhere above you, far beyond the ceiling, beyond the roof that keeps you safe, beyond the clouds, something is moving quietly and constantly and without asking for any attention. They are called satellites. You don't hear them. Space is silent. You don't see them. They are too small and too far away, like grains of sand in the dark. But they are there, always there, passing overhead, again and again, over and over. Tonight, we're going to think about those machines, those gentle machines. Not in a rushed way, there is no hurry. Not in a complicated way, there is nothing to solve. Just slowly, gently, as if we're watching the sky drift by. Imagine lying on your back. Feel the weight of your body. The ground beneath you is still, solid, trustworthy. The air above you is calm and cool on your skin. And far, far above that, the earth continues its quiet work, spinning softly in the dark. Satellites are part of that quiet work. They don't float the way balloons float. Pushed by the wind, they have their own path. They don't hang in place like stars painted onto the sky. They are not decorations. They are always moving. Moving so fast that they never fall. That might sound strange at first, a contradiction. Because gravity is always pulling things down. There's a constant, gentle pressure. If you throw a ball into the air, it doesn't keep going up, it comes back. If you jump, you land. You always return to the ground. Gravity never switches off. It never gets tired. And yet, satellites stay up there, year after year. Not because gravity stops for them, but because their motion never does. The satellite is falling. It is always falling. But it is not falling down into the earth. It is falling around it. Imagine throwing a smooth, flat stone, not up, but sideways, perfectly level with the ground. Now imagine you could throw it so fast, so incredibly fast, that as it begins to fall, the ground curves away beneath it. The earth itself bends away. So the stone keeps falling, but it never gets any closer to the ground. The satellite keeps missing the earth, again and again. Forever falling, never landing. It is a quiet balance, a perfect silent dance. A steady agreement between speed and gravity. There is no struggle, no effort, no engine roaring. Just motion and trust. Trust in the laws of the universe. High above us, there are different kinds of paths, different orbits. Some satellites move close to the Earth. This is called low Earth orbit. They are so close, they must move very fast to keep falling around, to keep missing the ground. They circle the entire planet in about 90 minutes, the time it takes to watch a film. That means while you are sleeping for 8 hours, they pass overhead. Again and again and again, 5, 6 times. Unseen travellers in the night. Others move much farther away, so far that their speed creates a different kind of rhythm. So far that their journey around the Earth takes exactly 1 day, 24 hours. They match the Earth's own rotation. They spin in perfect time with the world below. These satellites stay above the very same place, watching patiently. Always there, always steady, a fixed point in the moving sky. You may never think about them, you may not even know they exist, but they are working for you quietly. They help your phone know exactly where you are, a small blue dot on a silent map. They help those maps unfold instantly in your hand, showing you a path home. They help planes cross vast oceans safely, following invisible lines through the air. They help ships find their way through darkness and fog, tiny lights in a vast empty sea. They listen and they speak, but not with voices. They speak in signals made of light and radio waves, invisible threads connecting the world. All without sound, all without rest. Other satellites just watch the weather. From their high, quiet place, they look down at the swirling clouds. Slowly forming storms, gentle patterns of wind and water, a slow planetary breath. They see rain long before it falls on your roof. They see heat before it arrives on a summer afternoon. They see cold long before you feel it on your skin. Because of them, we know when to prepare, when to slow down, when to take shelter. They are silent guardians of forecast and warning, always watching and never interrupting. Other satellites look even deeper. They study the oceans, the forests, the ice at the edges of the world. They notice changes so small, so slow, that no human eye could ever catch them. Coastline shifting by a few inches over a year, a glacier thinning like melting ice. A great forest breathing in and out with the slow turning of the seasons. They remind us that the earth is alive, always changing, always moving, just like the satellites themselves. Think about how carefully they are built, how much patience they contain. Before a satellite ever reaches the silence of space, it is tested and tested again, for months, for years. Every screw, every wire, every shiny surface, checked and rechecked. Because once it is up there, adrift in the quiet, no one can fix it. So everything must be right the first time. That kind of care, that kind of slow, deliberate attention is calming to think about. Humans slowing themselves down to build something that will move calmly, quietly, for years. When a satellite finally launches, it doesn't roar forever. The fire and noise are brief. The sound fades quickly, and then there is only silence. In space, there is no sound, just motion. The satellite unfolds itself like a slow, mechanical flower blooming in the dark. Its solar panels open slowly, turning to catch the distant sunlight, turning light into energy. Sunlight becomes power, power becomes movement, and movement becomes purpose. Nothing is rushed, nothing is wasted. A simple, perfect cycle. Some satellites take pictures of us, not the kind you hang on a wall, but images that show patterns. Cities glowing at night like webs of faint starlight, lines of roads, tiny lights where people live and sleep. From far away, everything looks calmer. Just one planet, floating, turning, breathing. Satellites see the Earth as a whole, as one. When their work is done, after many years of silent service, they don't panic. Some are guided gently back down, falling one last time, burning up softly in the atmosphere, becoming a brief streak of light. Others are moved into quiet retirement orbits, pushed a little farther away, drifting, sleeping, no longer needed. Sometimes even machines are allowed to rest. While you sleep tonight, dozens of these gentle machines will pass overhead. You won't feel them, they will be there. Keeping time, keeping watch, keeping connections alive. They don't rush, they don't worry, They simply move as they were designed to do. There's something calming in that. The idea that complexity doesn't have to be loud. That intelligence can be gentle. That enormous systems can work quietly, smoothly, without demanding your attention. As your thoughts begin to slow, imagine those satellites continuing their paths. Circling, gliding, falling endlessly, without ever falling away. Held in place by balance, by motion, by trust. Just like your breath. In and out. Always moving, always steady. You don't need to follow them. They'll keep going without you. Your only job now is to let your mind drift, as calmly as the machines above you. Until the next time, thank you for listening.